The next leg of our trip is taking us across the Nullarbor, which stretches from Ceduna in South Australia across to Norseman in Western Australia. Excited to start our trek onto the Nullarbor. We're getting mixed reviews. Some people like it's boring, there's nothing out there. Other people like it's great, there's nothing out there. So we can't wait to see what our experience is with it. But yeah, super keen. And we made it to the Windmill Museum.
Apparently the biggest windmill in Australia.
So we were going to stop here for the night, but we think we're just going to keep moving. Head to the first roadhouse, which is about 200 k's. And when we spotted the famous sign that we see everyone having pictures with, of course we had to do the same. The name Nullarbor comes from the Latin words null, meaning no, and arbor, meaning tree. And as expected, this was pretty much our view for a few hours. Until we came across the Nullarbor Roadhouse and we pulled in for the night. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to get a photo with the big whale. Now that we've played silly buggers in front of the roadhouse for everyone to see, we're going to head in for a beer. We were keen to play a couple of songs in the Rock Legends bar, so we did.
Strawberry wine, you're as warm as a glass brandy. You don't have to please them or try hard to save your name. Say you never get anywhere, well they don't care, and it's just not fair that you know and I know better.
Up early in the morning to capture the beautiful sunrise across the landscape. It is, what, 6:30? No, maybe nearly 7 a.m. And today we're going to be heading off on the second leg of the Nullarbor towards the Border Village Roadhouse direction. So at the moment we're just having our coffee and hot Milo and enjoying the beautiful morning with no wind.
Yeah, for a little bit, hopefully.
It started with a very familiar road, similar to yesterday. We did pass a couple of parts where the signs were marked for the strip of road where the Royal Flying Doctor Service can land an aircraft in an emergency. They do an amazing job, and we have seen them flying around during our trip. Lucky I did notice this little blue sign with a camera icon on it, because it was really hard to find the entrance for the lookouts for the Bunda Cliffs, and you really don't want to miss that. it to the Bunda Cliffs. So excited, can't wait to get out there. It's a little walk. It looks beautiful. We got there first thing in the morning, so the sun position wasn't great for photos. But lucky for us, it wasn't actually windy this morning, so Tony was able to send the drone up and get some great footage. We stopped for a quick pic with the kangaroo with the Vegemite. Quick check through quarantine as we crossed the border. We made it to WA! Got past quarantine, we were good. We didn't have anything there. That's one of the novelties for us not being the healthiest people in the world, so our caravan is not full of fruit and vegetables.
But you still get a little bit paranoid for some reason. I don't know.
Because I have nuts, I throw out my cashews, but they probably would have been fine. That was probably the only thing, but I always am worried about everything, so. But there's nothing to worry about.
Anyway, we made it.
We made it.
Happy days.
And now we're going to head towards Geraldton, is our first destination, but that's going to be a week of driving through WA and then coming back around the coastline. So super excited about that. But yeah, we've gained 2 hours, so it's 10 o'clock again. So Groundhog Day, we're doing 10 o'clock again. I don't know if it'll be good as the last 10 o'clock, because the last 10 o'clock we were in the Bunda Cliffs, so that was a pretty fantastic 10 o'clock. So let's see how this 10 o'clock goes. We pulled into the Nullarbor Roadhouse for a quick bite to eat, only to be completely baffled by the clocks on the wall and the addition of Central Time. But we couldn't get our heads around the whole idea, so we just thought we'd get back on the road and head into WA time and find a camp for the night, which we did at Nullarbor Roadhouse. It was $40 for the night for a powered site, and to be honest, it was the first place we stayed at where we thought we would have been better off in a free camp. The bins were overflowing and all the showers were leaking and mouldy and broken. So I actually felt cleaner before I had the shower. Anyway, and we were keen to get up and get going again in the morning, starting with our ritual light check. After heading over the Nullarbor Pass, we entered the 90 Mile Straight, which is Australia's longest straight stretch of road, 146 kilometres without a single bend. It pretty much looked like this the whole way. We just stopped at a quick stopover, used the Thunderbox. Holy shit. I was thinking horseflies, but they just swamped the car. We just got smashed with them.
He was having a good old life outside the window until they started getting him.
So funny about someone else.
But he was like, dive in the car quickly and shut the door.
And while I didn't capture that on camera, I did manage to find some audio from the dash cam, just for a giggle. Babe, don't let any more in.
I'm trying not to, I got shit on my seat. Fuck. Fuck. Turn the aircon right up.
I don't think it's good. You need to shut the door.
No.
Look at that there.
They are. There's fucking four of them in here. Oh, the back window's open. I don't know. You probably bumped it.
Well, we found Horsefly City.
I did read somewhere someone talking about Horsefly.
I think we got them all though. Safe. Moving on to Norseman, and then we're hoping to make it to Lake Cowan. And stopping there for the night. If it looks nice and it's not full of marching flies, because I don't know if I can spend the night with marshmallows. That was insane. That was an insane couple of minutes. So, see how we go. So that brings us close to the end of our trip of the Nullarbor. We did realise that we missed quite a bit heading over, so we've decided we are going to go back over the Nullarbor on the way home. I know that seems like a weird thing to say, like what else is out there, but that's one thing that we noticed is there's not a lot of signs, so we've heard of a lot of other stops that we didn't find, so we're going to add them to our wiki maps and find them on the way back through. So if you liked our video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we hope to see you in the next one as we travel across the outback WA.